Hey guys, my name is Amukelani Nganyani. I am from the Anchor Studios. So this is basically an appreciation video to San Pedro. So the past few days we have had a live streaming masterclass. So for a person like myself who was looking into getting and venturing into live streaming, I really found this class to be very much helpful in terms of the level of information that he was able to teach us in the past few days. Well, basically, it was supposed to be a day's program. So, because of the level of information that he wanted to teach us, it ended up becoming a 2 days class. Really appreciate the kind of information that I got. As you can see, I've already started to implement some of the advices and the tips, the lessons that he taught us in the class. For a person like myself who was looking to venture into live streaming, I really found this masterclass to be the perfect fit in terms of the level of information that I needed to get started. So he is very patient. That's one of the things that I really love about interacting with him and being part of his classes. So if you're out there and you're looking to level up your game in terms of production, I really recommend his master classes. You won't be disappointed. Take it from me. I mean, you can see for yourself that the information that he had to share is basically working for me. So, and San Pedro, thank you so much. And a big shout out to the Unified Film class.
Hello, good evening. Hopefully everybody is fine. Thank you so much for the people who are joining us now. Today, we are going to be looking at some very interesting topic. I think throughout my career, even until today, I get a lot of questions of other filmmakers asking me to say, please, can you send me the settings for wedding videography? Very funny questions, actually. They sound okay, but after today, you'll find those questions to be very funny. So they'll say, oh, I saw you're using a Lumix camera. I have a Canon camera. Please, can you send me camera settings for a Canon camera? Such questions, I try by all means not to laugh and just be polite and explain what I can explain. But it's like you learned how to drive your car maybe with a Mercedes-Benz, and then you want to buy a BMW, then you have to ask, oh, how do you drive a BMW? Because the way a BMW, the way you drive, maybe the cars could be different, but the way you drive, the concepts and everything is the same, and so are cameras as well, guys. So if you know what settings to use when you are filming, whatever that you are filming, it doesn't really matter what camera you are using. The settings are global. They are, they are the same across each and every camera. And you can't really say, can you send me, what are the best settings that you use when you are shooting music videos? Settings, you set your camera according to what is in front of you. So if you are in Ireland and you are asking me to send you settings, I'm not there. I don't know what kind of lighting source you are using. I don't know how the environments are looking, So I thought people don't really understand camera settings as much. So it's better I do a masterclass and teach on camera settings so that at least if you have questions, you have an opportunity to answer and we interact, because I know there are other filmmakers who are watching here also. They'll help us to answer some of those questions as well. So that's what we'll be doing today. But before we do that, I gave an assignment when I was doing a masterclass for video editing. I gave an assignment that whoever edits the best video will win something, will win a ASUS portable monitor, which is here. Cue my hard drives. All right. So today I'm going to be giving away this portable monitor to someone who will win according to the videos. So I'm going to show the videos that they have edited. We're going to play them, and then we're going to go through them together, and then we're going to rate those videos and come up with the person who will go with this. But from what I saw, I think when it comes to editing, everybody was on point. And I don't know, I will play the videos, then we go through them together. Tomorrow, I'm going to send this to the lucky winner If you are from South Africa, you might receive it the following day, but if you are from Ghana, you are from other countries, you will have to advise in terms of how I should send it to you. All right, so I want this class to be very interactive. So if you have any questions, if you have anything, I want you to be asking on as we teach. But before we get to the lessons, as you can see also I have a camera here, so I'll be going through different types of settings and stuff like that. And like I said, the settings are global. If we are talking about shutter speed, you just need to understand what is shutter speed. And that is the aim of today's video. We'll go through all those important camera settings. I believe there are how many settings? There are like 6, just 6 settings that you really need to understand. Then you will not have any problem setting up any camera, any phone. You'll be able to understand exactly what you are filming. So that's what we'll be doing today. So if you have any questions, you can ask. I'll be going through your questions as well. But let's get into, let me just greet people, because most people actually think, hey, maybe this guy is not even live, it's just a recorded. So let me just greet some people, then we get into the giveaway. I show you some videos, we go through them together, we rate them together, we speak what we think could be wrong in that video. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, I promise you. All right, so I can see Gift is watching. Keep up the good work. I can see Mike Major is watching. Thank you. I'm on it. I can't be late for this. Thank you so much. Nice videos, very crisp, clear. Thank you so much. And Mr. Njamba also, we are live. Thank you so much, Mr. Njamba. Silweya also, Silweya Caesar is watching from Lumwana. Thank you so much. Learning a lot from your videos, and your lessons are everything. I also want to be this good. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so humbled. Rapelang is following from Botswana. Thank you so much, brother. It's been long. I can see Aubrey is watching. Aubrey watching from Kempton Town. Thank you. Luli is watching. Phineas Sambo. Itumelang is watching. My brother, thank you so much for joining. I can see Fidel is watching. Jay is watching. I'm greeting all of you guys. I'm greeting all of you. Thank you so much for joining. I see Ramos is watching. Oh, Ramos, how is the Lumix GH4? I gave Ramos a lens. Thank you so much. I can see Mr. George is watching as well. Thank you so much, Mr. George, for watching. From Mongo, thank you so much for joining us. And when shooting a video, does the lens need to be on autofocus? We're going to discuss about this today. It's going to be a massive masterclass. So without ado, let's get into, let me switch off this camera first. Or do I? Let me just leave it on. All right, so let's look at the videos that people edited. And I gave an assignment. I don't know if I'll be able to reach. All right, so that's my computer there. So I gave an assignment for people to edit some video clips. And these are the clips that I sent to them. And today we're going to be looking at what they edited. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. All right, so any questions that you have on camera settings, questions that you've been having, just drop it in the comments section so that when we start, if I see such a question, then I'll just answer it there and then when we start with the masterclass. All right. All right, so what's going to happen is I'm going to play a video. There are just 12 videos, 15 seconds each. I'm going to play a video, and you guys, all I need you to do is to rate that video from 1 to 10 in terms of the editing, matching the clips to the music, as well as taking care of other important camera settings like frame rate. So just the overall look of the video, you just rate it from 1 to 10. Oh, great. Okay. Are we ready? Excellent works following from Zambia. Thank you so much, Mr. Banda, Mr. Sidney Banda. Thank you so much. All right, so are we ready? I'm going to play the first video, and then we're going to rate it from 1 to 10. What did you guys think about that video? Oh, okay, cool. Can't see the clips. All right, let's start it again. Okay, so that is video number 1. All right, guys, what do you think about this clip from 1 to 10? All right, so that is clip number 1. So what did you think, guys? Konya says 7 out of 10. Okay, video 1, 7 out of 10. Dope, 5. All right, so these are the ratings for video number 1. I love the speed ramps. That is 1. Okay, I can see King is saying 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Mr. George says 7 out of 10. All right, 7 over 10 on this video. All right, I'm gonna play the second video. And all right, 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Great. Okay, I'm gonna play the second video. Video number 2 is coming. All right, what did you think about that video? One says 3 out of 10. I go video 2. 3 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Kind of pale and slow motion is choppy. Aha, you see these people have started noticing this 2 out of 10, 4 out of 10. So let's go. So we're gonna rate it 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, video 2, 6 out of 10, video, wow. Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna go with video number. I'm busy auditing. I'm having other people who are helping me to audit all these numbers, so that we can always round off. Already, I'm gonna announce at the end. Already, we have 8 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Let me play the next video. So this is what other editors were editing. Overall, I don't have any problem with editing. It's just those little stuff, understanding the frame rates and stuff. So yeah, let's go with video number 3. All right, what did you think about that one? Nine out of 10, good sound. That's Kentwin. Okay, let's see what other people are saying. 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Video is classic. 8 out of 10. 5 out of 10. I just don't click with this producer. Okay, 3 out of 10. 4 out of 10. So this is okay. I can see 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. That is video number 3. Video 3, 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Good slow motion speed. Wow. 2 out of 10. At least also you should be mentioning what you think it deserves 2 out of 10 so that at least we know. You know, like these people who say 8 out of 10, good slow motion. I love that. So that at least these people, they learn, even other people who are watching also, they can see what other people, what other filmmakers' mistakes are. All right, so we're going to go to video number 4. There are 10 videos, guys, so we have to go through this. My team is busy also helping me to audit all these, coming up with a round of figure, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts on each video, and then I'll give away the monitor straight. Then we get into today's business. All right. So video number 4. All right, that is video number 4. What do you think about video number 4? What do you think about video number 4, guys? Sydney says 4 out of 10. Video number 3. This was for video number 3. What do you think about video number 4? This is a cool. Video number 4, 4 out of 10. Choice of shots isn't great. Just put clips together. 6 out of 10. All right. I'm gonna play video number 5. 6, 7 out of 10. All right, 6 out of 10. Footage 2 exposed, and I'm struggling to connect the beat synchronization. This is exactly what I was teaching about the other time. When you are editing, make sure you edit to the music. The beats should fall when you are changing your clips. The slow motion and this fade are also in timing. 2 out of 10. The color grading is not real good. The editor focused on one color. Great. All right. Let's go to video number 5. We're gonna go to video number 5 right now. Okay, that's video number 5.
One way.
All right, that is video number 5. What do you guys think? Video number 5. Just try to indicate there as well. Video number 5, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Just vote according. Video number 5, 6 out of 10. This is Mev. I'm also going to announce what I'm going to give for today's live. I have it here. After just this, I'm going to announce what I'm going to give in the next video. All right. I do giveaways big time. All right. Video number 5, 4 out of 10, 4.5, because you didn't change anything from the original. Video 5, nice close up, 4 out of 10. All right. Okay. 4 out of 10. Video 5, 6 out of 10. All right. Let's go. Let's go. What did you see for video number 5, guys? What did you see for video number 5? I'm also watching the people who are helping me to find the median score for each video. Otherwise, I'm just going to play them once and give my thoughts final, then we give the monitor, we proceed with other businesses. All right, let's play video number 6. Rate the video from 1 to 10. All right, that is video number 6. Video number 6, 10 out of 10, color grading on point, skin tone on point, slow motion on point. 2, he followed everything you taught, I guess. Video number 6. All right, 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10. The exposure is low, 4 out of 10, video 6. That is Jay's Mumba. Video number 6, 8 out of 10. All right. Oh, man. I'm happy how all the videos are somehow sitting at the same numbers. It seems everybody did almost a good job, and that's what I like, of course. All right, 6 out of 10. All right, let's go with video number 7. All right, so that is video number 7. What did you think about video number 7? 10 out of 10. That is Maeve, on point. Love the colors. Video number 7, 10 out of 10, on point. Video number 7, 10 out of 10. That's great. Video number 7, nice color grading, bro. 9 out of 10. That is great. Video number 7, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Video number 7, 2.5 out of 10. The sound doesn't match with the video. Try something else somewhere next time. All right, video number 8, video number 7, 8 out of 10. Video number 7. Oh. All right, let's go with video number 8. Let's go with video number 8. Just rate the videos from 1 to 10. For those who are joining, last time I gave an assignment for everyone to edit these clips, and these are the clips that I'm playing right now. So you have to rate. When I play a video, just rate it from 1 to 10. What do you think? Color grading. What do you think about the artistry, the creativity, and sound used, and also following some videography rules in terms of frame rate and stuff like that. So I'm gonna play video number 8 right now. Let's go. All right. All right, that is a video number 8. What did you guys think? Video number 8. Video number 8, 6 out of 10. 5 out of 10 doesn't carry the heavy beauty energy, but not proper speed ramps. Video 8, 5 out of 10 is a little bit down and a bit. We have serious filmmakers in this platform. Video 8 sound doesn't match. Time remapping not well done. That is wow, Ndlovu. Thank you so much for your feedback. Video number 8, 6 out of 10, 3 out of 10. All right. My score is in also. Video number 8, 9 out of 10. All right. Video number, we are on video number 8. 9 out of 10, nice slow motion and good angles. Video 8, 6 out of 10. So we go with, all right. Now we are going with video number 9. All right, here is video number 9. All right, that was video number 9. What did you guys think? I'm enjoying this. Video number 9, 5 out of 10. Video number 9, 10 out of 10. Video number 9, 5 out of 10. Video number 9, 5 out of 10. Video number 9, 6 out of 10. Beautiful intro. I loved that intro as well. He says 5 over 10. Okay, that is video number 9. Video number 9, the starting point is not correct and the color grading didn't match. Video number 9, 5 out of 10. Video number 9, 10 out of 10, color grading. Good color grading, bro. All right, let's go with video number 10. We are remaining with 3 videos actually. We are done. Then we announce the owner. But the colors on the outfit reflected at the face. Okay, that is Kundamanda's opinions. Video number 9, 2 out of 10. The cutting of clips is not nice. All right, that is the opinions of other filmmakers. So if you guys who were editing, I hope you are learning something from your videos, from the comments. So I'm gonna play video number 10. Let me just remaining with 2 videos. Okay, let me just start it so that at least people can see how it starts. We are on video 10, guys. Rate. All right, that was video number 10. What did you guys think about video number 10? Video 10, 7 out of 10. Video 10, 7 out of 10. Video 10, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Video 10, 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Woo! Video 10, 9 out of 10. Good editing. Video 9, incredible, well crafted. Video 10, 7 out of 10. All right. All right, so video 11, we're gonna go to video number 11. You guys just rate the videos. Let me just begin it from the top, and then here we go. All right, that was video number 11. What did you guys think? We're remaining with the last video, then we close this tallying. Okay, video 11. Ronald says the song sounds Caribbean, works well on beach clips. So 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. All right. 10 out of 10 for me because it's African and the editing go correct as in future. All right, that is Conians Makanga. All right, Merab says video number 9, video number 11, 9 out of 10, 6 out of 10. And all right, so I'm gonna play the last video right now. The last video, then I'll give my thoughts on each video. Ooh, man, I didn't even see this video, man. All right. That is video number 12, and that is the last video. So let's vote. Video 12 takes the crown, followed by 10. That's it. The close-ups, not so good, 5 out of 10. Video 12, 8 out of 10. Video 11, 4 out of 10. Video 12, 7 out of 10. Intro is fire, but didn't use many shots. All right. Video 12, 10 out of 10. Everything is matching. Video 10. Video 12, 5 out of 10. Video 12, 10 out of 10. Power, full sound, and confidential editing. I like this one. And video, the sound is top notch. All right, that's great. That's great. So that was video number 12. Video number 12. All right. This is so amazing. So we have the lowest one here. I'm not going to mention the video. The lowest one is actually 4 out of 10. Everything is 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Okay. I'm getting my... All right, so my team also just brought everything to me so that I can see. That is proper, that is perfect. All right, so I'll go through the videos, just play it once and speak about what I think. I'll take a point out of what I feel like it wasn't maybe on sync, maybe it wasn't the frame rate someone missed, or maybe they missed the beat, because I thought when you're editing videos like this, make sure you edit to music so that at least the video can land either on snares, on kicks. That's what I said. And also the color grading, you know, you have to understand what kind of video you are doing. It's not every video that needs heavy color grading. This was a beauty video. So I expected just really natural colors, and this person was advertising here, you know, so I expected like really natural looking colors. It should show like it is coming from the hands of a professional, but the colors should look natural because it is an advertising video. You want people to look at the hair. All right, so I'm gonna just play every video once and just take out points on what I think the editor missed, and then we can wrap up this program. So I'll start with video number 1. It's tricky. All right, on that video, I'm just gonna take out 1 point. I think the clips are matching to the song, and I like the song. It's a little bit vibey, and everything is on point. I'm just gonna take 1 point for using 2 or 3 clips which were out of focus. All right, so I'm gonna give that video 9 out of 10. All right, let's go to video number 2. Okay, like the music, frame rate. Nice. All right, on video number 2, I'm gonna take out 3 points. Number 1, frame rate was wrong. You know, the video was already in slow motion, but he decided to slow it even further. So you need to understand frame rate a lot. And I'm also gonna take out 1 point. I like the moody color grading, but I think it is too much for this kind of a video. I wanted it to look a little bit natural, but this is color grading. It is a creative choice. But yeah, so I'm gonna take out 3 points from that video, which is gonna put it on 7 out of 10. All right, let's go to video number 3. Jump cut there. Out of focus. All right, I'm gonna give that video 8 out of 10. I'm gonna take out 2 points there. Number 1, there was a jump cut. So when you are cutting your clips, make sure you cut from a wider shot to a medium shot. Don't cut from a medium to a medium or from a wider shot to a wider shot of the same scene. So I'm going to take out that point. And then there was another point where you included a clip that was playing out of focus. So make sure it could be a creative choice, but it didn't look intentional. It looked like clips were not so many. So if clips are not so many, don't force it. Just concentrate on clips that are in focus, clips that are got the best light. So I'm going to take out 2 points from that video, which will make it 8 out of 10. All right, let's go to the next video. Color grading, it's too much out of focus. All right, I'm gonna take out 3 points from this video. The color grading, it looks like you just slapped a loot there. And also there was a point where the camera guy is actually showing at the end here. Let me just show you my shadow. Let me just reduce the volume so that you can see. At the end, there it is. My shadow was showing. So make sure when you are editing, you take care of things like shadows out, operator's shadow out. All right, you can see my shadow is showing just right here. And the color grading as well. Plus, I don't know if this clip was out of focus, but I feel like people should have focused on clips that are in focus. So I'm going to take out 3 points from that video, which is going to make it 7 out of 10. All right, let's go to the next video. Frame rate.
One way.
All right, this video, let me play it again. So there's a frame rate there. I'm gonna take out a point, jump cut. All right, so that video I'm gonna take out 2 points from that video. Frame rates, at some point, it was wrong. The video was jittery, and then there was a jump cut. And this is actually one of the videos I see focus was used a little bit creatively. The video was out of focus, then in focus, at least it's creatively. It's not like it accidentally put a clip that was out of focus, but at least it was intentional. So I'm gonna make this one 8 out of 10. I'm just removing points of the things that I feel like they're not really so on point. Let's go to video number 6. All right, this video is confusing. I like the color grading, though it looks a little bit overdone. So I'm going to just take half point there. At the same time, I think I saw a jump cut. Let me just look at it again. Be careful of jump cuts, especially on clips like this. I can see a jump cut somewhere. Everything about this video is actually really good. Just the shadow of the operator as well, or on the storytelling as well. Like the video already started, and then in the middle you show a clip of like the video is about to start. So at least you see there was a start, and then there was some cool transitions, and then the video on the middle, it just goes like it is about to start again. So I'm just gonna take 2 points out of that video. So it's gonna be 8 out of 10 from me. Let's go to the next video. We are almost done. Nice color grading. Okay, I'm gonna take 1 point from that video. Everything looks to be on top. I'm just gonna take 1 point, so it's gonna be 9 out of 10. The frame rate at some point when the video was already in slow, he decided to slow it, so the frame rate was a little bit amiss there, so it's 9 out of 10, that video. Let's go to video number 8. Dark, the video is a little bit dark. Color grading is good though. Oh, the clip is hanging. Nice introduction. Clip remained too long on the screen. That's nice. All right, I'm gonna take 3 points out of that video. Number 1, there was a clip that was hanging on the screen. Make sure you don't leave a clip for too long. It becomes boring, especially if it was a short edit like this. Number 2, the video looks a little bit underexposed. I like the color though it looks a little bit overdone, but it is fine. It looks a little bit underexposed. And the other point I'm gonna take out is there was a point of transition where the clip started upside down, and then before it flips straight like this, it just ended and cut to another clip. So it looks like it was a wrong clip. It was going to be better if it started up, then speed ramp to straight. It hangs there a little bit for it to look like it was intentional. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take 3 points from that video. So it's going to be 7 out of 10. All right, let's go to the 9th video. Nice. This video is confusing. All right. I didn't really see anything wrong in that video. The only thing that I saw was a jump cut as well as a clip hanging again. You know, when you are doing short edits like this, I don't leave a clip hanging for a long time. So I'm gonna make that video 8 out of 10. I'm gonna take out 2 points from there. Let's go to video number 10. We are almost done, guys. Whew. Nice color grading. Oh, frame rate. Oh my god. Nice. Oh, frame rate. All right, this video is great. Everything about that video is nice. I'm just gonna take 2 points out. Frame rate was wrong at some point, as well as the clip. There's a clip which was out of focus, so it's going to be 8 out of 10. Oh man, people can edit out there. Okay, clip number 11. Clip hanging. All right, this video has got so many clips that are hanging, almost 2 clips that are hanging, as well as frame rate, but the color grading, the editing, and the song choice also is nice. So I'm gonna give this video 7 out of 10. All right, last video. This video is so confusing. All right, let me look at the storytelling. Video number 10 is a bit confusing. I can't really see what is wrong with this video. Let me just play it as I'm looking at it. Let me just play. I'm just trying to fault find. Okay, let's go again. All right, I think video number 12. I'm just gonna fault it a little bit. Video number 12. All right, video number 12. I'm just gonna give it one, I think, half mistake. There was my shadow that showed a little bit, but everything, frame rate, the choice of music is fine. The presentation, you know, the lady looks very happy. She looks like she's enjoying the hair, as well as the colors as well. They are okay. What else can I see here? This is really nice. This one is, I'm gonna give it 9.5. I'm gonna give this one 9.5. All right, those were my thoughts on the videos. So, looking at what my team has brought also, let me see. I I don't want to do favors, guys, so I'm doing everything with everybody. All right. $138. 138. Ooh. All right, so we have 2 videos. Okay, it seems everybody, actually we are in sync. That's what I love about this thing, you know, everybody seems to be in agreement. So video number 1, it was voted 138, and it is the highest on this list. And then on the list of people votes the median, video number 12, and video number 7, and video number 10, they are hitting the same mark, 9 out of 10. And then on my list, video number 12 is 9.5. So we're going to look at 3 more videos. We're going to just look at 3 videos. We're going to look at video number 1, video number 12, and video number 7. All right, so let's look at those 3 videos one more time. The rest, according to me, the list is 7 out of 10. It means you guys did a good job at editing. And yeah, it's 7 out of 10. That is the list. I was just for finding some of other stuff that I'm going to explain when I start to talk about camera settings. But according to me, according to my list, video number 12 gets the cup. Let's see what you guys think for these 3 videos. So I'm going to play video number 1. The one that gets the highest score, then they win that monitor. All right, so let me play video number 1. Again, let me see. Oh, come on, wait. All right, video number 1. That is video number 1, guys. So just one clip out of focus and frame rate. So for me, that video still sits at good 8.5, guys. There was a clip that is out of focus, and there was some clip that was, I don't know if it was a creative choice, but it just looks, the frame rate wasn't really taken care of. Let's play video number 7. Oh, help me on video number 7, guys. All right, video number 7 and video number 1, they are tight. Actually, video number 7 looks a little bit better. Everything seems to be on point. The only thing that I feel like it was pushed a little bit so far was color grading. So I'm going to give it 8.5 as well. The music is also nice. You are right. I'm going to also give it 8.5. too much exposure on the face. Video number 1, the exposure is too much at some point. Video number 7, too much color grading, but I like it. Just the hand, color grading on point. Video number 7. I kind of like the color grading as well, but it looks a little bit too much. That is my thing. Okay, let's look at video number 12, guys. Let's look at video number 12. All right, video number 12, to me, I'm still going to give it 9.5. All right, so someone is saying try to compare video number 7 and video number 11. Let's look at video number 11. The transition hanging there. All right, video number 11, I think the colors a little bit and also the transitions, 2 transitions looked the same. They didn't really like add in the story. So I think video number 12 takes the cup, and that will be the winner for this Asus portable monitor. This is a portable monitor. You know, when I travel and I'm about to edit a video on the go, mostly I'm used to editing with 2 monitors, as you can see in the background. So with this portable monitor, I don't need to plug it to electricity. I don't need to carry a lot of cable, just a USB cable to my computer. Then I have another external monitor. It's really handy, especially when it comes to editing. And video number 12 wins this monitor. Let me check who did video number 12. Tomorrow, I'm going to send the video to you. Video number 12. Mpumi. Video number 12 in Mpumi is a lady, actually, who edited that video. So now I understand why. Because ladies understand these things better. If you have a lady editor editing a fashion show, obviously, she's going to be better than most guys. So I understand. So video number 12 takes the winner. So Mpumi, you are the winner of this. I'm going to send it tomorrow. If any courier is working, just WhatsApp me your details. I'm going to send it tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you so much. And at the end of this video, I'm giving away, I'm going to give an assignment at the end of this video. I'm going to say what assignment it is, but I'm going to give away this massive softbox from Godox. Right, I'm going to give it away. I bought this thing when I was doing a photo shoot, and since that time, I haven't used it. It has been lying in my studio. It is for photographers. You can see the mount. You mount the flash there, but it's one of those original Godox. It comes with a honeycomb. There's a diffuser inside. There's also a small diffuser inside here. So from what we're going to learn today, I'm going to give an assignment. Whoever makes the best of that assignment is going to win this softbox. All right. So let's get into today's topic. We are talking about camera settings. Like I was saying in the beginning, most videographers have been asking me, oh bro, can you send me the best settings for music videos? Others have been saying, hey bro, can you send me what are the best camera settings for Canon or for Nikon or for, so I figured out that, okay, people, they understand exactly what they are doing, but they really don't understand these settings in terms of how they operate and stuff. So I'm going to talk about what I know about these settings so that at least, because for me, you can give me any camera, I'll operate it, whether it's Canon, whether it's Nikon, I know what I'm looking for. I know what these settings do to a video. And yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you had such problems in your videography career in terms of which settings you should use, I'm going to be sharing what settings I use also when I'm shooting music videos, when I'm shooting weddings, when I'm shooting events, when I'm shooting YouTube videos and stuff like that. So let's start from the camera itself, right? We know what a camera does. Whenever we see someone carrying a camera, we know, of course, they are trying to make videos. But what is it? What is a camera? So that we can understand some of these things. It's like you are trying to drive a car, but you don't really understand it. You don't really understand the way the car was made, right? So you are just a driver, you know, and stuff like that, because you see it's a car, people use it for movement. But if you get into some problem whilst you are driving, because you don't really understand the thing that you are inside, you might not really figure out what the problem is. And that's what happens with the cameras. So when you're driving a car, of course, there is a steering, there's some gear, whether it's manual or automatic. When you get into a different car, the same setup, but different car. So if you understand how to change gears in an Audi car, even when you get in a Mercedes-Benz, you still understand, right? If you understand how to indicate, when you're driving a BMW, even when you get into a Ford, you'll still be able to understand how to indicate, when to indicate. So that's what happens with cameras. So I know with cameras. So I know that those people who normally ask me to say, what are the best settings on this camera? Or what is the best settings for this kind of video? Is they don't really understand those settings. And that's what we're going to try to go through today. All right. So what is a camera? For me, a camera is an optical instrument that captures visual images and audios, right? So it is made of a lens. Every camera, right? It has got a lens. It has got a camera body itself. It has got a sensor, right? It has got a sensor. So a lens is used to bring light inside the camera, the lens. It is used to bring light inside the camera. And it has got an aperture or iris, right? The opening inside the lens that brings light inside the camera. And that light, it hits the shutter in front of the sensor, right? So the shutter opens and closes, you know, to allow less or more light. And then the sensor of the camera is the hardware of the camera is the how do I define the sensor of a camera? It's a hardware that captures light and converts that light into video, all right? So I'm going to look at 6 settings of a camera that I think every person who tries to shoot videos, they should understand. The first setting is exposure, like how to expose your videos correctly. I'm also going to discuss a white balance. I'm also going to discuss frame rate. I'm also going to discuss resolutions. I'm also going to discuss picture styles, and I'm going to discuss codecs, bit rates, and what you call this? Yeah, codecs and bit rates. So that's what we're going to do. So let's start with exposure. Exposure is the amount of light that you let inside your camera. And I get a lot of students asking me these questions. Say, oh, sometimes when I'm trying to shoot my video, it looks too dark, it looks too bright. That is exposure, right? So I have a camera here. I'm gonna point it towards. All right. So let me see what we are seeing in this camera. So I have a camera inside the studio here. So exposure is the amount of light that you let inside your camera. So if your video is exposed too much, for example, if you let in too much light inside your camera, for example, like this, your video will become super exposed, and this is what we call overexposed image. And if you let in too little light inside your camera, for example, like this, you find that your image is underexposed, and this is what we call an underexposed image. So you need to find the correct balance between this exposure and also, yeah. So there are 3 settings that control exposure. The first setting is the iris, right, or the aperture. The aperture is the opening inside the lens. So this lens, it has got an iris inside. That iris opens and closes to allow more or less light to enter inside the camera. So the opening and the closing, what do you call that? Yeah, the opening and how am I going to even describe this? All right, so the opening itself and the closing, it is measured in f-stop. That's what we call f-stop. So it's measured in f-stops. And if the f-stop number is too low, like for example, if we go back to this camera here, right? Let me just bring the menu inside so that you can see exactly what I'm looking at. Okay. So you can see just down here we have 1.2, then we have the shutter speed here, which is 180 degrees, and then we have ISO on the other side there. So that 1.2, it is the f-stop, right? So if I reduce the f-stop and make the number too big, you can see that number which is moving. The more I make it bigger, the more the number becomes bigger, the more less light enters inside the camera. And I'm doing that on the lens itself, right? On the lens itself. So the higher the number, the lesser the light. That is aperture. We are dealing with aperture here. The lesser the number, if I reduce that number to something like, let's say, 1.2, the brighter the image it becomes. So I'm opening the iris when I'm doing that. Okay. So the aperture, on the other side, as I'm doing that, it introduces something else, which is background blur. So if you can see right now, the background is blurred because the aperture is so open, right? But if I begin to increase this number to a greater number, you can see the background also becomes in focus. Let me just increase the ISO a little bit so that we can see what we are doing. All right, so as I increase the number, you can see even the background now it has come in focus. So this is like a deeper depth of field. So the iris, when you are exposing your image using the aperture, there are 2 things that you are doing there. You are making your image brighter. At the same time, you are affecting motion blur. All right. So a lot of people, they ask me to say, oh, okay, I want my background to be blurred. Why is my background not being blurred? Number 1 is maybe your aperture is not too open. Number 2 is maybe you are using a slow lens. So whenever you want like background to be blurred, like everything out, background blur is just your subject in focus and everything else is out of focus. That is background blur. So if you want that background blur, invest in lenses that have got low aperture number like f1.2, f1.2, f1.3, f1.4, f1.8, f2.8. Those lenses will always give you a background blur, right? And it also depends what kind of camera sensor you are using, and I'm going to get back to that. Right. So that is aperture, that is aperture. And then the other setting that controls exposure is ISO. ISO, it simply stands for International Standardization of International Standardization Organization, International Standard Organization. It's a measurement of lights, right? So ISO is your camera's sensitivity. All right, your camera's got a sensor. So the sensitivity of that sensor to light, that is ISO, right? So the ISO, when the number is too up, unlike the aperture, when the number is too up, like let's say 1200, it lets in more light. When the number is too low, it lets in so little light. So if I go to my camera here, and press ISO, you can see right now I'm on ISO 6400, right? So if I increase it all the way to 12,800, which is the highest ISO I can get on this, the image is too bright. But if I reduce the ISO, right, the image becomes even darker. All right, so if the image is dark like that, and I increase the ISO, and I increase it, it will introduce something extra, which is digital noise. All right, so the more you increase ISO, the more you introduce a digital noise in your image. And a lot of people actually ask me to say, oh, my videos looks showery. It's because you are always trying to let in light inside your camera using ISO, right? So make sure you find the right balance of your camera, because each and every camera has got a native base ISO. A native base ISO simply means the highest point your camera can take clean image before it can start producing noise. So for the Lumix GH5, the native base ISO is 400. So no matter what I'm shooting, the moment I begin to increase my ISO from 400, 600, 800, I know that I'm going to introduce digital noise. So I have to either increase the aperture or the other setting that we're going to talk about in just a moment. Right. So if I go back to the camera here, anything that I'm shooting on my Lumix GH5, I make sure that the ISO stays 400 and below, either 400 or 200. That is where my ISO is. So mostly, because the Lumix GH5 has got a smaller sensor and it introduces so much noise very quickly, I mostly use 200 ISO. And if the image is dark like that, what I normally do is to increase the aperture, all right? That's 16, that number that you are seeing there, I normally increase it until my image is bright. Okay, so I'm gonna make it, let's say, f1.4, and then I can see my image is bright and it's clean. So ISO, it is also responsible for video quality itself, the picture quality. So higher numbers in ISO, whenever you are shooting, make sure you know where ISO is and what it does to your image. ISO introduces noise, right? And then the aperture that I just spoke about, it introduces either background blur. Background blur, like when everything is out of focus like this, it makes the videos look cinematic, but it is not all the time that you need to have background blur. You see, if I go inside my studio, right now I'm using a very faster lens, but I just adjusted the background blur so that the background can be out of focus. I want people to see what is happening in the background. I don't want it to look like this. People don't even see what is happening at the background because there is just a flower there anyway, so I can make it out of focus. But if I'm shooting something and then we created this nice cool background, I don't want it to be all out of focus. I want people to kind of see what is happening. So I'm just adjusting my lens a little bit so that it is out of focus, at the same time creating this sort of a cinematic look but preserving the background. So it is not all the time that, oh no, I need to take out my lenses so that at least my videos look cinematic, everything is in the background is blurred. It is a creative choice. That's why mostly people, they think, but Pedro, why don't you use full frame cameras? I don't use full frame cameras mostly because I like the Lumix GH5 for that reason. It helps me to stay creative in a way, because there is no reason why you would create a set and then blur it. Right? So if I have a Sony A7S Mark III. Whenever I'm using that Sony, mostly I find myself everything is blurred in the background. Sometimes it could be a cool set. When I adjust the aperture to a lower number, I'm forced again to a higher number. I'm forced again to increase either the the ISO, introducing a little bit of noise, and touch other settings. So I like the Lumix GH5. I don't really care so much about the background blur because it's part of my creative process. That's why I love it. But other people like backgrounds that are blurred, you know. So it's a creative choice. So that is ISO. The other element that helps you to expose your image is the shutter speed. So in front of the sensor, right, in front of that sensor, there is a shutter speed. A shutter is just a curtain in front of the sensor. So it opens and closes, opens and closes. So if you set it to a higher number, like 1,000 of a second, it opens faster, allowing less light. But if you set it to a lower number, like like 25, right, it opens for a longer period. It opens slower, allowing more light to enter inside the image, right? So if I go to my camera here, you can see the number next to 1.4, there is 180 degrees. So I set my camera to 180 degrees. I'm using degrees instead of those digital numbers for, let me show you something. Exposure. All right. Yeah, so my shutter speed, SS gain, shutter speed, I've set it to angle stroke ISO, but you can set it in second stroke ISO, so you will see the same number that you usually see whenever you are shooting with your Canon cameras. You can see that number 40, right? That is my shutter speed. So if I set it to, let's say, 30, right, I'm allowing more light, but if I set it to a higher number, like let's say 160, the shutter opens and closes so fast, so I'm letting in less light, causing my image to be dark. But shutter speed also is responsible for motion blur, right? There's motion blur. Motion blur, let me see if there's a video that I can show you in the computer so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so if the shutter speed is low, like let's say not f, 1/25 of a second, your video might look something like this. How much motion blur we have? All right, so you can see that was 1/25 of a second. So there's too much motion blur. You find that whenever people are moving in your videos, their motion there's so much blur to that, which is not needed. You know, this is so unprofessional. If you are cranking your shutter speed so much so that you can allow so much light to enter, you're destroying your video. So you have to find the right balance. Which shutter speed must you use? I'm going to let you know now. So if you crank it too high, right? If you put it too high, for example, like this, 1,000 of a second, you can see when I compare the two. The other one has got too much motion blur. When I pause them, the other one has got no motion blur at all. So again, a video that doesn't have motion blur, it doesn't look cinematic, because in reality, when you wave your hand in front of yourself like this, there's some motion blur. There's what we call natural motion blur. So when you increase your shutter speed to a higher number, you remove the motion blur in the video, and your video looks too clean, like it is almost robotic. But if you increase your shutter speed so much, like to a lower number, you introduce so much motion blur, which is also still not good. So you need to find the right balance between the exposure, on your exposure, you need to find the right balance between the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed, and what they do to your image when you increase or decrease it. Right, so if you have any questions from that, let me know. Learning, numbers go up. Learning, Nicole Kabwe, taking notes. All right, so if you have any questions with regards to that, just let me know. And then let's go to the next one, to the next settings that I think people also miss a lot, and that is video resolution. Video resolution is just the number of pixels, right? The number of pixels that are in your image. Pixels is those small square boxes that when you zoom your video, you see those small square boxes on your picture, whether it's your picture or a video. When you zoom it so hard, you see small square boxes. Those are pixels. Pixels contains information about that image, information about the image, right? So video resolution is simply the number of pixels that are in your video or in your video, yeah, in your picture or in your video. So it determines, the pixels are arranged obviously in horizontal and vertical. So it determines the size of your video. So video resolution, if you have heard anything like half HD, HD, those are resolution. And they don't really necessarily mean quality. Just because your video is 4K, it doesn't mean that it has so much quality. There are 4K cameras that shoot poor quality videos. There are HD videos that shoot really high quality videos. So resolution doesn't mean your video is high quality. Resolution is just the dimensions of the video in height and width. So if you hear 1920 by 1080 HD, that is 1920 pixel horizontal versus 1080 pixels vertical. So it doesn't have to do with the quality, but the size of the video. So when you are a videographer, you need to know what resolution are you filming. It is not everything that needs to be filmed in 4K. It is not everything that needs to be filmed in 8K. So if you are filming something that people are gonna watch in 8K, look for an 8K camera. But at the moment, mostly people consume their videos in HD. So I would, even myself shooting in 4K, it is just future-proof because at the moment, people are still watching their videos in HD. So if you have a camera like the 700D that can shoot in HD, you are still very good in 2023 because people consume their videos in HD. But if you have a camera that can shoot in 4K, 4K is quickly becoming the new standard, so it will give you just an advantage. Most of the time, I shoot my videos in 4K and edit them in HD because 4K has got some small advantages, like when you are editing a 4K footage in HD timeline, you can zoom, you can crop without losing quality, right? So that is about resolution. So if you have any questions about resolution, let me know. All right. This is the relationship between resolution and pixels. All right. The other setting that I wanted to talk about is frame rate. Frame rate, the videos that we watch are made up of still images. Those still images are grouped together and played in seconds, right? So if you have heard about 23.976, 24 frames per second, 25 frames per second, it just means 25 frames. A frame, it's an image, right? It is not something special. It is an image. It's just another name. When I say, if you are in photography, you say an image. If you are in videography, you say a frame, but you mean the same thing, right? So when you say frame rate, rate is the speed. Rate means the speed. So frame rate is the speed at which it's the speed at which those frames are being played in 1 second, right? So if you hear 24 frames per second, what they mean is 24 frames played in 1 second to create motion, which is the video. So frame rate, the frame rate that you shoot in, it is very, very important. And I see this is where a lot of people, actually filmmakers, especially beginner filmmakers, make a lot of mistakes. They shoot in 24 frames per second. They don't actually know what it is, right? So if you are shooting for talking videos like the videos that I'm doing right now, I'm doing this at a normal speed. If I'm shooting an interview, if I'm shooting people talking, it's a talk show. If I'm shooting a speech at a wedding, if I'm shooting something that happens in a normal speed, I shoot all those clips at 24 frames per second, which is the normal speed through which our eyes, right, see things. So the rate at which your eyes see emotion is at 24 frames per second. That's why in Hollywood, that's what they use, because Hollywood movies, they want to make things look as natural as possible before your eyes. That's why it is so popular in Hollywood, 24 frames per second. But if you are watching, if it is for a news item, if you want to create something that is going for broadcasting studio, mostly those people are using 25 frames per second because it doesn't have so much motion blur that makes it look like it's a cinematic video. Right, so anytime that I'm doing something that is going to go on TV, especially, I'll ask the broadcaster in what frame rate are they broadcasting their content. Some, they broadcast their content at 30 frames per second. So the settings that I'm going to do whilst filming all that content, I'm going to film it in 30 frames per second because where I'm taking that video, they broadcast it at 30 frames per second. So it is not something that you just adjust for the sake of, oh, no, I think here it looks better. You have to know the importance. There's a time that I was shooting a Netflix show, a popular Netflix show, for the sake of, I can't mention the name, right? They asked me to go and shoot, what mistake did I do? Oh, they wanted to shoot the show in 6K, but then the memory card that they gave me could not write 6K. So whilst I was actually at the show itself, there was a lot of celebrities there. There was Kurichana, there was Nadia Nakai, there was there was a lot of celebrities there. So I had driven like a 5 hours drive to that location. When I reached there, I set up everything. Just the moment I started to record, the memory cards can't record because they gave me the camera, they gave me the memory cards themselves. So when I reach there, I see the memory card can't write 6K resolution. So as a videographer, I'm in front of celebrities, everybody's waiting for me. What did I do? I just reduced the resolution from 6K to 4K and recorded everything in 4K. By the time I arrived back, the producers didn't even look at the footage, they just deleted it. They said, we wanted 6K. And don't take these things for granted. Mostly, sometimes it can even affect the quality at which, maybe when you upload your video, because of the frame rate was wrong, your video loses quality. It is such kind of stuff. So you need to know what you are doing when you are filming. You need to know, oh, this is 24 frames per second. I know the kind of look that I want. This is 30 frames per second. I know the kind of look that I want. So I see a lot of people who are using maybe small cameras. Let's say, for example, you are shooting at 25 frames per second. Then when you are editing, you want to slow down your video. Your video will not come with a correct slow motion, you know. It will come with a choppy slow motion like this. Let me just show you this example. This video was shot in 24 frames per second, and then it was slowed down in post. You can see how it looks. It is playing in slow motion, but it is jerky. The motion isn't really that perfect. So anytime you are shooting a video and you want those clips to play in slow motion, you have to shoot at a higher rate, at a higher frame rate, like 50 frames per second or 60 frames per second, right? So anytime I'm shooting something that I have an intention to slow that footage in post, I shoot such content at 60 frames per second or higher. So don't just shoot and say, no, I'm just going to slow it in post. You have to understand what you are shooting and the creative look that you want for that clip. Whenever I'm shooting wedding videos, I'm going to give you the settings that I normally use, but that is frame rate. So make sure you understand what is frame rate whenever you are shooting. Do we have any questions here? No one has a question. So let's continue. The next setting that I see a lot of videographers actually don't pay attention to is picture styles or picture profile. You know, picture profile is simply a setting in your camera that allows you to adjust the tone of your video in terms of the contrast, in terms of your vibrance, in terms of your noise reduction, in terms of, that is picture style. So each and every camera has got presets, right? Each and every camera has got a preset. So if I switch on to my camera here and I go to, let's say, my picture styles are where? Are here. Here they are called photo styles. If I click there, now I'm in Cine Like V, right? you can choose whether I want to shoot in Cine like V or Cine like 0709. There's a standard, there's vivid, that is so saturated. We have natural, we have monochrome, all these monochrome, we have scenery, we have portrait, we have all these different photo styles, picture styles, you know. And this is one settings that I think a lot of videographers don't really pay attention to. The photo style that you choose, it also goes along with the final look of your video, right? So if I'm shooting something that I want to color grade, I want to film that video in a flat picture style. Flat picture style, which means it has got less contrast, it has got less saturation, it has got less sharpness. The image is just flat. It's just flat. Let me show you what I mean when I say flat image. I know you already know, but I just want you to see something. I want you to see something. Where do I have? Yeah, okay, so here I have a flat. Here I have a flat video. This video was shot flat because I had intentions of slowing this video in post, right? You can see there is less color, there is less contrasty, there is less, everything is less, it's just flat. You can't give someone this video which is looking like this. You have to find a way to color grade it, right? So it depends. The look that I was going for, this video was combining white people, it was combining dark people like Mr. Brown, it was combining so many people. So I chose to shoot it flat because I wanted, when I color grade, I can bring all the colors somewhat to the same sort of look, all right? So when that video is color graded, let me go back there. When that video is color graded, it looks like, it ends up looking like this. This is the color graded video. All right, because that is what I wanted. I wanted at least the artist was so dark, close to a white person. So for me to equalize those colors, I had no choice but to shoot it in flat so that I can color grade it somehow for everything to look at a normal speed. Right, so that is how I chose that picture style. The thing that I've seen with most videographers these days, everybody wants to shoot in flat picture style, you know. When you're shooting in flat picture style, you have to understand one thing, color depth, right? Color depth is just the number of colors, the amount of colors that is there in your video. You know, sometimes when you're shooting in 8-bit, it has got 16 million colors, 10-bit has got over 1 billion colors, 12-bit has got 68 billion colors. So if you are shooting in 8-bit, it means you don't have so much colors to bring back the original colors in post. So if you are using a camera that cannot shoot in 10-bit, I advise you not to shoot in flat picture style, because the moment you do that, even if your camera can shoot in flat picture style, but it only shoots in 8-bit, that it means it doesn't have enough colors. You will not have enough colors to work with. Your video will end up looking so bad. So anytime that I'm shooting with cameras like maybe the Canon 700D or like the Sony a7S II that doesn't shoot in 10-bit, I stick to standard colors. Shooting in standard colors, it doesn't mean that you will not get the colors that you want. You still get the colors that you want. The only thing is standard colors, they already have color information that you can work with in your image, right? There is already vibrance, there is already contrast, there is already saturation. All those things are already there. All you do is just a bit of, a bit of tweaking, and then you get the colors that you want. So mostly people, they think, no, you can only do color grading when you shoot it flat. No, that is a lie. It is a creative choice. It is a creative choice. Anytime that I'm shooting a video, I have to come up with a look first. And next week, guys, I'm going to teach about color grading, and this is very important. What I'm explaining here, I'm going to finish in the color grading masterclass, right? But that one will be paid, where I'm going to teach color grading from beginning to the end, and I'm going to explain a lot with regards to picture styles. So anytime I'm choosing a picture style, in my mind, I already know what kind of color grading I'm going to do there, right? So there are times where I shoot music videos using standard picture style because of the color that I'm going to do in post. So anytime when you are filming your video, be mindful of the picture style and the look of the video that you are trying to create. So here is a music video that I shot in standard picture style. Right? I shot this video standard picture style. You can see it already has some sort of colors in the image. It's not flat. It is the way my eyes was looking at the video. So when you are shooting a video like this, it doesn't mean that when you color grade it, it's not gonna come up with good colors. No, it depends on the skills that you have in terms of color grading. So after this video was color graded, this is how it looks like. This is the color graded video. So I was going for an orange and teal kind of a look. So I chose to shoot in standard picture style because I knew after color grading I'll get the colors that I want. So make sure when you are choosing which picture style you are going to use, you choose according to the colors that you want to achieve in your final edit. Don't just follow what you think. Everybody's shooting flat, let me also shoot flat. You have to understand what is picture style. So next week, I'm going to have a masterclass on color grading. Just like the one we had on live streaming, it was pretty intense. We did that masterclass. The first day, I thought I was going to finish in 2 hours, but the information was too much. So I postponed again to second day. Second day, we started from 8 until 12. Masterclass, teaching each and everything. You should ask the people who attended that masterclass. It was dope. It was dope. So next week again on Thursday, I'm going to have color grading masterclass. If you want to attend that masterclass, it happens privately on Zoom. It happens privately on Zoom. You have more time to ask everything that you don't understand about color grading, and I'm going to go through this topic, picture style, bit depth, and explain to you exactly how to come up with colors, how to manipulate with colors, how to see colors scientifically, and how to do all those kind of stuff. So it's just 200 Rand or 200 kwacha if you want to attend that masterclass. All right, the other thing that I wanted to discuss on camera settings is codecs, bit rates, and codecs and bit rates, and video formats, right? So when you pick up your camera, you also need to understand in what format are you shooting your video? In what codec are you filming your video? You know, some people just shoot their videos. Okay, it's a camera. Boom. They don't even adjust those things. They just go out and shoot. But after they have shot and they come to the computer and they try to play that video is not playing because the codec they used is wrong, not that the computer is too small. I touched about this in my masterclass for video editing, whereby you think your computer maybe is slow, but maybe it's a wrong codec. So whenever you're going to shoot, you need to select which codec or which video format are you going to use to shoot your videos, right? So if I get back to my computer at my camera here, the battery is low on my other camera. Let me just change the battery. All right. So I'm going to give you what settings I use at the end for each and every scenario that I shoot and why I use them like that. It's very important, you know. I know a lot of filmmakers now, they shoot, they do all those kind of stuff, but they still don't understand exactly, you know, frame rate, what is it? They just adjust things according to what they see, according to what they hear people talk about, you know, which is not good. You have to understand these things correctly. All right, so let me just focus this thing. Doesn't want to focus. All right. So you guys, if you have any questions, just please ask me. All right, so if you get inside my camera, and let's go to the menu settings. All right, so anytime I get inside my camera, the first thing that I look at is the recording format that I'm gonna use. So you can see anytime, every camera has got the recording format. Some cameras, maybe they are limited to MP4. Other cameras have got different codecs, core formats, and they've got different wrappers and stuff like that. Some they use ProRes, some they use HEVC, some they use MP4, some they use MOV. So when going to codecs to recording format, you also have to understand which format are you using. So let's go to, in my camera, we have AVC HD, we have MP4, we have MP4 HEVC, we have MP4 LPCM, and we have MOV. So which one should you use here? So these different compression or codecs, they have different qualities as well. You know, there are others which have got quality more than the others. There are others which have got, you know, so you have to choose. You have to sacrifice something. If you're using a small computer, you can shoot in a really high codec, which your computer will fail to edit. So for me, in my case, mostly, I checked my camera. All these, I recorded a small video using AVCHD. I recorded a small video MP4. I recorded a clip for each, and then I compared all the qualities, and I found out that the highest quality is MOV. That is from my own camera, not from your camera. Maybe your camera doesn't have these formats. Maybe it has got ProRes, it has got other things. So if you want to understand exactly which format should I film in, just film in those different formats, compare the qualities, and see which one your computer can work with much better. All right. So that is about a video format. And then the other setting that people miss a lot is white balance. There was somebody who was shooting a wedding, and he called me and said, Pedro, can you help me do white balance? What are the white balance settings you use? Sometimes I want to laugh. I don't know the white balance. I can't know. I don't know. When you answer somebody to say, if somebody asked me today, say, what white balance should I set? How am I going to know? Because white balance simply means adjusting your colors to match the light source that you are using, you know, so that white objects appear to be white, pure white as your eyes would normally see them. So if you are in somewhere, I don't know what lights you are using, I don't know what color temperatures of your lights, how do you expect me to know what white background you should use? You are the only one who can know that. So the only thing that you need to know is how to adjust white balance manually to match the light source that you have. Each and every light, like, oh my word, I think the other camera also, the battery is gone. So I'm going to change the battery now for the other camera. So that is the thing, guys. So sometimes I know people, they think, oh no, Mr. Wise knows it. Or if I ask him what white balance must I use, he will answer. I can't know, because those things you are the only one who can know. You are the one who is on set. You know the environment. You know where you are, how the light is, and stuff like that. All right? That is the case with white balance. And if you're going to do your videos, if you're going to color grade your videos, make sure you use the correct white balance. I'm not a kind of a person who likes to fix things in post. I know I'm just going to fix it in post, you know. I like to fix everything on set. If you look at my footage, you put it in your computer, you just adjust a little things, not everything, just a little, because I want to get everything right from the set. Then it will make my work easier even in post. So make sure you set the correct white balance. Each and every light that you use, I have a few lights here, right? By the way, I'm going to give these lights away. These are good and super bright on-camera lights. They can be really bright. This is the lowest, I think. They can be as bright. There are lights that you can use, you know, on top of your camera. All right, so let me reduce. I want to show you something. Okay, so this light, it's a bicolor, right? It has got a temperature. If each and every light, actually, if you check behind each and every light, they will always write the temperature, the Kelvin temperature of that light. So this one is from 3300 to 5600. So if I change to 5600, you can see it looks more white. If I change to 3300, it looks a little bit yellow. So if you are filming in an environment which lights are like this, or you are using daylights like this, then you set your white balance to the correct value. So for me, each and every light that I'm using, the first thing I check, what lighting source do I have? If I'm filming a wedding and I know they've put lights there, I have to look at those lights and see what lighting source. Are they tungsten? Are they tungsten lights? Are they fluorescent lights? Are they daylight? That's how I adjust my white balance. Sometimes I can go with something like a white paper, right? And just put it inside the set where I'm shooting so that I can adjust, because white balance is simply means adjusting your colors so that they can match the lighting source that is available in the place where you are, so that white objects look white. So I go with a paper, I look at that paper, I see this paper is looking yellowish. In reality, it's supposed to look white. So I put it in front of my camera like that, and then I adjust my white balance accordingly. So for example, let's see, the focus of this camera is giving me problems. I don't know, this lens is too fast. All right, let's do this. Let me remove this. All right, so guys, if you have any questions on the things that I'm talking about, let me know, so that tomorrow you should not asking me embarrassing questions. You know, you should not embarrass yourself. You know, sometimes you can get a gig and they just ask you something very simple. Oh, so what white balance are you using? Then you answer something that is out of order, out of topic. You know, I have had such situations before. You know, the other time I was hired to go and shoot a live DVD recording in Velcom. So when I reached there, they told me, no, we have some church members that will help you to shoot, so we just want you to come and be the director of all this stuff. So I'm going there. I went with the Sony cameras and the stuff, because they're good in low light. And they were DSLR cameras like this. So it's like people in that church, they were used with those video cameras like the Z7, Z5. So when I reached there, they're asking me, are you going to use those small cameras to shoot? So I'm saying, yes. And I've already begun to wonder, hey, these people, they don't know these cameras? And then I'm asking out of curiosity to say, what cameras do you use to shoot? No, as we use those big 4K HD video. So I'm wondering, 4K HD video, what is the name of the camera? No, the name of the camera is called HD. Is there a camera that is called HD? Yeah, it's called HD. We shoot on HD cameras. Yeah, 4K HD camera. I already saw, hey, I'm dealing with somebody who doesn't understand these things here. So to avoid such embarrassment, you just need to take your time. These things don't take like forever for you to know them. You know, it just takes a day for you to just go through, what are the best camera settings to use? What are the best white balance? Just familiarize yourself to avoid running into problems, especially when you are on set. All right, so I was talking about white balance. So you can see this book is white, all right? And if I go to, let's say, let me go to my camera here. If I put this book in front of my camera like so, I need to make sure that the white looks white. So I adjust my white balance, knowing that this book that I've put in front of my camera is white. If there's some color cast and I can see like, no, now it looks a little bit orangish, then I will adjust my white balance accordingly, right? So each and every camera has got some white balance. If I touch white balance here, you will see I have a lot of white balance presets. Right, let me go all the way to auto. Right, so automatic will adjust white balance for you. It will try to see your environment and try to adjust your white balance according to what the camera thinks. But if something passes by, if the light changes, the camera will automatically adjust itself. So using white balance, using auto white balance when you are shooting videos, it is a no-no. As a professional, you need to learn how to adjust white balance manually. All right, so this is auto. I don't recommend using auto. Never. If you are using auto, you are still a beginner and you need to learn ASAP how to use manual white balance. And then when you come here, there's still auto. Then we have presets here. We have these presets. We have daylight presets. We have shadow presets. We have shade. These are good because you can see, okay, let's say you are shooting in the shade maybe. You can just put it in the shade. But if that shade moves, it will stay like that. So if the shade moves, if you are shooting in the shade and you have put a preset for the shade, right, and that shade is out, you need to manually adjust to take it to another preset. So the bad part with auto, the auto white balance might get the correct white balance at the beginning, but throughout your shoot, it will keep changing, which will give you a lot of problems in editing. So I don't recommend it. Using presets, you can maybe, for example, you are shooting during the day outside, and there's a sun, so you take it to the sun preset, to the daylight preset, and then whilst you are shooting, then the sun goes in the crowd. The white balance will not automatically change to the crowd. So you're going to shoot with the wrong white balance. So things like white balance, it is something that you have to adjust according to the lights. If you get inside this room, they're using tungsten light, you have to adjust your white balance. If you finish shooting in that room and you get into another room, they're using fluorescent light, adjust your white balance. If you go outside, adjust your white balance. So when somebody calls me and say, I want you to show me white balance, where do I even begin? I just tell those people, go on my website and learn. These things that I'm teaching, that I'm talking to you now, I already have them on my website. I have a full course that teaches you from camera settings, what to look for when looking for a camera, the correct settings, like the things that I'm talking about now. I'm just picking here and there the most important things, but the rest are detailed in my course, Filming with a DSLR Camera. In there, I also teach about good camera angles, good camera movements, showing examples for each. I teach about lighting, how to create proper lighting, how to work with natural lighting and stuff like that. I talk about sound. It's a pretty detailed course. You guys should check it out. I wonder why filmmakers don't really like to invest, especially in the things that, you are a filmmaker, but something like that, you feel like it's a waste of money. It's not. Me, I have bought almost every course, Parker Wellback, Marquez, Brownlee, all those guys, Tomorrow's Filmmakers, I have all those courses. I bought them. I went through them. Learning doesn't stop. So if you feel like, maybe I can learn one or two things here, those courses currently, let me just show you. They are very, 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 very cheap at the moment. Let me show you. So the thing that I'm teaching here is DSLR cinematic filmmaking. In here, everything that has to do with DSLR, I have taught in details. Here is step-by-step practical class from beginners to professionals. You will be able to understand the art of creating cinematic videos and stuff like that. These are all the topics that are here. All these topics, we've got understanding camera settings, lenses and lens choices, all those things of crop factors, all those things, creating great compositions, all this stuff. There is even more. It is a full course. It is a full course that will teach you everything that you need to know with regards to videography. And guess the best part? The best part is this course is just costing you $21 at the moment. Today is even the last day for the promotion. Tomorrow, Monday, it will go back to $50. So if you want to learn more about cameras and stuff like that, you will find them in my course. Here, I'm just touching on here and there, just a few things that I feel like I can share for free and stuff like that, so that at least you learn something. So definitely the course is something you need to check out. So we are talking about white balance, and if I show you here, we are on the presets. I don't recommend you to use presets. As a professional, you need to know how to adjust your white balance. So how do you do that? In every camera, on my camera, we have these presets here. You can see as I go to different presets, here I'm on tungsten, you see. Here I can select, this is my camera. But each and every camera, you will see this Kelvin adjustment, right? So this is where you adjust your colors. If you see that your image is too cool or too orange, you can adjust your colors, maybe make it too warm according to the light source that it is there, or you can make it too cool by moving your Kelvin adjustment. So each and every camera, it has got this Kelvin adjustment. You can actually adjust white balance manually. So now when you look at this, this is a wrong white balance. Even if I took this footage in my computer and try to edit it, I'm still going to find a lot of problems because the white balance is wrong. So how do I set the correct white balance? Is by looking at the lighting source that I'm having. Right now, the current lighting source that I'm using, I have set it to... Oh, what's going on? I think I put a battery that doesn't have power in that camera and it has switched off. So let me just change the battery quickly. And you guys, be good students, be asking questions down there. I don't think I can be that good. It's either I'm that good at explaining these things or what I'm explaining, you don't get it. Right. So right now in my studio, I have these lights that I'm using and I have set them. They have presets. I can set them to daylight. I can set them to 4400 Kelvin. Right now I have set them to 4400 Kelvin. So if I have to adjust my white balance, I'll go to my camera here. Because I know the value, I know the Kelvin temperature of my lights. It is 4500. I'll just take this white balance to 4500. I don't even need to do what. The moment it reaches 4500, I know that is the correct white balance. Then I click away. Right? So you have to know the correct white balance for your videos. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is lenses and how they affect your image. But as I look at time now, it is almost gone. You can find all those stuff in my course, DSLR cinematic filmmaking. There, guys, I share a lot of stuff. Just go there and watch the introduction of the course. Everything is in there. So for those guys who wants to learn color grading, next week I'm having a masterclass on color grading. We're going to go through everything, just like in this course here. Let me just zoom out. Just like in this course here on my website, there is this course, the best-selling course that I've ever created, color grading. Learn how to color correct and color grade your videos using the Lumetri color panel only, step by step. Right now it's at $24, but I'm going to have a masterclass where I'm going to teach everything that is in that course. It's going to be detailed. We're going to go through the preparation when you go to shoot. What kind of colors do you want in your videos? How do you come up with those colors before you even go and shoot? How do you dress up the set so that you can get those colors that you want? What times do you have to shoot for you to get those colors? It is all those stuff. When you see a video, oh, I like this color grading. It didn't happen in post. It happened from the planning to the post-production. What lighting source do I need to use? I'm going to teach you all those stuff. I'm going to teach you how to choose the right picture profiles, how to use Lumetri scopes. Most of the time we are using these desktop computers. We don't have color grading monitors. So for you to really color grade accurately, you need to learn how to use scopes. And I touched a little bit about that topic in my video editing masterclass for free. But this time I'm going to go in details. We're going to open Lumetri Color and show you everything that you need to know there, how to manipulate colors. It is going to be a detailed masterclass on color grading. So if you want to attend that one, it is 200 Rand only, 200 kwacha only. And if you want to buy the masterclass, the full course, I have it on my website, Color Grading, where I show you step by step how I color grade different types of videos so that at least you are able to get the colors that you want. In the same week, again, on Saturday, I'm going to have another masterclass on video, business in videography, you know, how to get clients, you know, how to make money through videos, what other side hustles as a videographer you can do to make money but still related in videos. I'll show you some of other stuff that I do to make money, you know, in videography. And live streaming is actually one of them, and it pays me a lot of money. Right now, I don't even shoot music videos or wedding videos. Those things are secondary. They don't bring me money. But there are other stuff that I do as a videographer, and I'm going to share almost 10 ways you can make money as a videographer, 10 ways you can get clients as a music videos, as a wedding videographer, as a person who wants to go into real estate, where to find clients, how to get those clients, what do you need to do. Sometimes it is just really a knowledge about these things. You don't have to have a skill. Do you know that people that have got these gigs, they don't even have a skill at all. They just know how to get clients. So as a videographer, when I started, I was just focusing on creative part. I didn't really mind so much about business. So I had so much skill, but I was broke, which is frustrating, you know. So I started learning these things, especially from people like Parker Welbach, from all these other videographers that are successful. I was asking them, how do you manage to work with these big artists? You know, as it stands right now, I have worked with almost every celebrity in South Africa. From Casper, MT, Nadia Nakai, Kulichana, Master KG, DJ Tira, Gigi Lamaine, all these guys, I have worked with them, even getting booked by Sony Music Entertainment Africa, shooting Joy Celebration. Even lately, just recently now, I was filming, let me show you. I was filming a very big event. How, because I don't have even connections there, but how do I manage to get these gigs? You know, those gigs, you just do it two of them in a month, you are good for the next 3 months, you know. So I'm going to share all those things on Saturday. It's going to be a masterclass, how to make money in videography, and it is also paid. It's going to be private on Zoom. You pay 200 kwacha or 200 Rand. So if you want to join any of those classes, just get the number on my Facebook page. Even on my YouTube page, there is my number there, my official number. You can text it, you can WhatsApp that number, and I'll see you in my master class. If you have any questions, guys, let me answer those questions, then we can call it a wrap for today. Oh, now with the winner, I need to announce the giveaway of this light. So this light will mostly benefit photographer. It is not even a light, actually. It is a soft box. It's a wonderful soft box. It has a bag, actually. Where is the bag? It has a bag. It was just packed. I have so many of this stuff that I give to my students, and this is the last one that I'm going to give privately like this. Those people who are in my courses, you know how we do it. Last time I gave away the Phantom 4 drone. I gave away a camera, I gave away video lights. So I give these things to my students that have enrolled in my class. So every time when I'm having these lives and I have something to give away, I just choose. We do a competition among my students. So this light is the last one going privately. I'm going to give away some cameras, some drones. I even have some gimbals. That gimbal there, it has never worked in a long time. It's just there as a decoration. I'm planning to give it away as well. So if you want to be among those people who get something, some video making tools, I have a lot of lights. I have lots of them. You know, I have lights like this that I'll give away. These ones, I'm even selling them. I have these cool lights. This light is the most amazing light, you know. There's nothing that is so boring like a video that doesn't have good light. So I have these lights. These lights, they are battery powered, super, super, super bright. I don't know if the batteries are charged. Look at that. Super bright. They are bicolor. They are really good video lights. They come with adapter. They come in the boxes. They are new. I'm selling a set, 2 of them for 3,200. Right? I'm going to send them to you. If you are interested in them, just text the number on the WhatsApp. I'm also selling Atel Mini. If you know somebody who does live streaming and stuff like that, these Atel Minis, they are selling at 12,000, 10,000, but I'm selling new ones. You can see this one. It is still sealed in the box. I'm selling these ones for 7,000 because I know people. Anytime I want these capture cards, I just tell them, I have 6,000, can you give me 5? They'll deliver. You know, I get them at a order stock, at an order price. So I'm selling them for 7,000, so I just make a profit of 1,000. That is fair. But if you think that is not fair, go and buy the one for 10,000. All right, guys. So Mpumi, congratulations. You have won yourself. I'm going to send that monitor to you. There's so much stuff in my studio. So much everywhere I'm looking, you know. The one thing that keeps me creative is buying gear. As a videographer, as a creative person, if you stay with one camera for 2 years, you're going to create almost the same kind of videos all the time. So learn to invest, learn to change a little bit in your gear, learn to upgrade. So anytime I feel like, oh, maybe this can give me a little bit of creativity, I'll buy it, and then the other ones I give away. There's so much, there's microphones, there's lenses, there's so much stuff that I give away. So if you want to find yourself in those people who get something, just enroll in one of the courses. Even if you are already a pro, just enroll there. When I do giveaways, I give to my students. But that softbox, if you want to win it, all you have to do is create a 1-minute video. I'm giving you instructions now. Create a 1-minute video. I just want to see how you use the settings that I have just spoken about today. How you do your exposure, how you do your white balance, how you do, and don't color grade your video. Okay? So just shoot a 1-minute video just about anything, whether it is a fashion shoot, whether it's just somebody walking. I just want to see how you use those settings, and we're going to look at those videos on Tuesday. Yeah, this Tuesday. In just 2 days' time, we're going to come here, and I'm going to give away that softbox. So if you are a photographer, and you think this softbox can help you, just create that video, because the more you create those videos, the more they help others to learn. You can see today, people were commenting, oh, I think the speed ramps were not good. I think frame rate. So you are teaching others, so it's part of the movement that I'm doing. So just create a video, 1 minute, don't color grade it, just do your white balance straight out of the camera, edit that video, and send it on my WhatsApp that you can get in the About section of my page. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for joining. And if you are interested in attending, get more information, attending my upcoming master classes, get more information. And I'll see you on Tuesday for the softbox giveaway. Otherwise, thank you so much, and congratulations to Mpumi for winning. You know, the lady won, guys. The lady won. You know, but all of you did a good job, but just the lady is the one who won. Last time I gave a lady something, people started to think, maybe he knows the girl. No, I didn't even know that video was hers. I just even got shocked that the video belongs to her, you know. So we had a lot of fun, you know, looking at those videos. You can post those videos at least. And it doesn't mean that if you didn't win, then you are not an editor. I think there are so many videos. There are so many creative stuff that you do, guys. And all the videos almost actually look the same. It's just some color grading here and there, missing frame rate here and there, but the edit is good. The video is accepted. So I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on Tuesday. The batteries have ended in this remote, in this mouse, shame.